Welcome on and all to the Math Magic Show. In this one, we are going to prove that the derivative of x to the r, where r is a number like, for example, 5 or negative 1/2 or what have you, is simply r multiplying x to the r minus 1. So the basic power rule for derivatives. So first I'm going to rewrite x to the r as e to the ln of x to the r, and I can do that because the e and the ln functions are inverses. And then I'm going to write that next as e to the r multiplying ln of x, because that's the power rule for logarithms. No matter where they are located, you can apply the power rule, even if the log is in the exponent. So next, to differentiate x to the r, what I'm going to do instead is differentiate with respect to x e to the r ln x. And I can do that pretty easily by using the chain rule. So I'm going to copy the e to the r ln x part directly. That's what the chain rule states. And I'm going to multiply by the derivative of the exponent, which in this particular case would be r multiplying ln of x. Now in this context, r is just some number, again, like for example 2 or negative 1/2 or what have you. So I just need to differentiate the ln of x part, really. So again, copy that e to the r ln of x part first, and then multiply by r over x. And that is so because the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x. 1 over x times r becomes r over x. Let's go on to the next part. Remember the following, that e to the r ln x is equivalent to the original x to the r. So at this line where I have e to the r ln x in front of the r over x, I can rewrite it as follows. I can now replace it back with x to the r times r to the x. Next, notice that there's a big r over the x. I can place that out front in front of the x to the r. So it's going to look like the following: r outside and then x to the r times 1 over x. So next I'm going to have r times x to the r times x to the negative first. That is so because when you have an x in the bottom, it becomes x to the negative first when it's written up top. And we are just about done if you think about this carefully, because now I can write r times x to the r minus 1. In other words, x to the r times x to the negative first becomes x to the r minus 1. And this really proves the rule super fast. I love this method. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.